Hello, here we are at the wonderful mansion house of Hallynth Wood, and we'll explain that more in BOL 72. But today we're going to take this path here, which is BOL 71, and where that ends is where we cross into the TBC area, where we've actually been before, but you'd have to go quite a few videos back to find the link.
Nostalgia.
Absolutely. And here, outside the confines of the last house on the road called the Stray, you come to this junction, and going forward there's what looks like a path, but there are actually no rights of way going that way, so I don't know what that sign is pointing you to. I think you must need to get hold of the Tongue Trail leaflet. But anyway, at this corner, BOL 71 gives up the ghost, and going forward this way is TBC 61, which we did quite a long while ago. Hello, we're now at the beginning of BOL 72, which runs from the junction here of BOL 74 and BOL 70, and this will take us up to Bolton's most beautiful building. Oh, and after a stiff pull up the cobbles, which are a bit slippery when wet, you come to this sign, and this marks the end of BOL 72, because that's BOL 74 and that's BOL 71. But here you want to turn your eyes over to the right, where you've got Hallynth Wood, wonderful medieval Tudor manor house. Was the former home of Samuel Crompton, inventor of the spinning mule, and it has been open in the past to the public as a museum, and I think it still might be if you book. I don't think it's open to the public to drop in anymore, but I think if you get in touch with the council, you can arrange for a guided tour, or at least a look around. So that's a wonderful conclusion to any path, really. Hello, we're just off Greenway on the Hallynth Wood estate, and we're at the start of BOL 073, which is a restricted byway, and if you look at the sign behind, that will tell you where the path leads to.
Go on then. By the way, we're going to keep rolling because it's got a very nice approach to the front of the Hallynth Wood. See what I did there? Slowly approaching Hallynth Wood. Look at him walking over there. Just one potmaster. Absolute legend. And here we are at Hallynth Wood.
Yeah, this approach gives you the best view of the building. You can see the two sides, the best in front of it.
Oh, they went quite mad with the patterns. Very impressive.
This is the end of BOL 73. That's BOL 72, and that's BOL 71.
Go.
Hello, we're now at the start of BOL 074 at the junction of BOL 72 and BOL 70. And if we follow this track round, it will eventually take us to Mossbank Way.
Well then, let's go.
Eventually the path will bring you alongside Barley Brook, which is flowing very nice and full at the moment. And you've got an industrial premises, Van Leuven, don't know what they make, off to the right. And then a concrete bridge. Turn left, and it's another cobbled track. And here are the last few yards of BOL 74, which leads you directly onto the A58. I think I called it Mossbank Way. I think it's Crompton Way at this point. It doesn't become Mossbank Way until a bit further on. But if you're finishing a walk here, you can go and see a film at the cinema there, or you can go for a meal at the Watermiller King, which is just behind these bushes here. Hello, this is the start of BOL 075. It's a real outlier of the BOL area, and as you can see from the sign, it goes to Longside Park and is also part of this Tom Trail. I must get hold of that sometime, find out where it goes.
Well then.
After running down past a property on the left, which is being demolished as we speak, you hit a flight of steps which takes you down towards Bradshaw Brook, which is flowing quite nicely at the moment.
What's quite funny is, all the time, when I get the bus home from school, I won't say where I go to school because e-safety, but basically, the way that the bus goes, I always actually see the beginning of this path, and I've never known what it actually leads to, but now I do.
Okay. Right, I'll have to shout over the sound of the brook. This might be familiar to you if you've watched all the videos we did of the TBS area, because this is the point where BOL 75 ends and the bridge will take you over to BOL TBS 060. So that's what I meant about this being an outlier of the BOL series of paths. And yeah, nice winter scene here. Hello, well we're here at what should be the start of BOL 076 at the bottom of Florence Avenue, but as you can see there's no way through there. The thing is, the path actually comes to a stop when it reaches Barley Brook, so I don't suppose there's anybody really kicking up a fuss, but for the sake of completeness, BOL 076 ran more or less straight down to the brook, Barley Brook, but you can't get at it today. And we're at the start of BOL 77 here at this motor junction multi-footpath junction at the bottom of a road called Moss Lee. And Moss Lee actually is BOL 77. So we're going to follow it all the way to Sharples Lane. Yeah, BOL 77, or Mossley as it's known, winds past some Desres houses and then enters, well, goes between the big school on our right and its playing fields. Now this is Thornley, Silesian College, and at the time of filming, this young gentleman is currently a pupil at this establishment. So I was about to say, Simon, don't say anything libelous or we'll have to take the video down. Oh dear.
You know, you've really just exposed where I go to school to potential paedophiles.
I don't think you're well protected, Simon.
Yeah, not on my way back home, I'm not.
You're on the bloody bus. Oh dear, kids today, eh? Health and safety gone mad. Is this the house where the Silesian brothers live, Simon?
Yeah.
How many of them are there normally, do you think?
Do you think I'm able to count a pretty constantly changing number?
Oh, I see.
They go in and out all the time.
Okay, just asking. And at this little kink in the road, BOL 77 ends and it just becomes a normal road. So I don't know what the significance of this particular point was, but there you go. No, don't think so. Try it again in case.
Just started it recording.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know when it stopped.